I want to tell you my story. I have struggled with weight my whole life, and I want to take you on my weight loss journey. My triumphs and my failures, the extreme measures I took. I have lost and gained major weight over 5 times till date. I've done everything and anything to lose weight. Now I want to tell you what I did and how I did it. Let's go! Aerial yoga, 2 thumbs up. Will I do it every week? Absolutely not. So you guys know that I'm trying to find alternate ways to work out, not because I'm not doing weight training. That's my main pew, but it's just because in case, you get bored, in case you change your mind, I just want to investigate what's available in Lagos. So this week, I decided to go spinning. I live in Lekki Phase 1, and there is a spin club or a spin gym, I don't even know what you call them, called the Ryder's Lounge. And so I decided to go with a couple of my staff members. I actually booked the place out because I wanted everyone to come, but we got busy with different schedules or whatever. So here are the people that were able to come. I actually have quite a few people on my team. I won't say that I'm weight watching, but I'm sure that I could encourage them, to get on the weight loss journey. So I have Mr. Ike. Mr. Ike is probably the oldest person that's going with us, and the only reason I bring up his age is because you can start your weight loss journey at any age. Don't say you're too old to get healthy. So Mr. Ike is coming. He's actually an avid swimmer, even though we have not seen him swim. But he said that, he'd be a good sport and he'd try. So that was awesome. I also have Jennifer. Everyone knows who Jennifer is, my assistant, who I'm actually her assistant because I'm always telling her, I'm reminding her. Anyway, let me not get into Jennifer. Jennifer is someone that's dear to my heart because I really do want her to get into shape, not just because I want her to be a bad bitch, but because I want her to be healthy. So I'm encouraging her and bringing her along for the spin class. I also have my makeup artist for the Rona group, Shaki. And Shaki's coming along as well, and she's excited because she's told me that, she's been trying to lose weight for a while. An avid spinner on and off, but I'm a competitive person, so I always rise to the occasion no matter how tired I am. So we got going, and it started off pretty slow. People were just kind of getting into it, and then after a while it got kind of hype. The person I'm going to give most props to is Mr. Ike, and I'll say Shaki as well. Jennifer, I feel like maybe she needs a few more classes. So considering the food aspect of things, it's not been going too badly, but I find that because of how busy my days have been with filming, the kids, work, etc., I've literally just not been eating. Sometimes I get home as late as 9 o'clock, and the last thing I want to do is actually eat. So it's actually been a challenge eating as much as I would like, and Damola, Astam, my coach, has been a little bit concerned about that. So what we decided to do this time, or this couple of weeks, is to try and eat 3 times a day, and let's just see what that looks like. So she said, get breakfast and just eat what you can. Have lunch, have dinner, and see how it goes. So this week, I'm gonna be focused on trying to eat 3 square meals a day, more for an experiment, to just see that maybe if the meals are planned and maybe if the meals are ready, I would be more ready to eat. So don't feel like because you're on a weight loss journey, not eating is good. Not eating is not good. You need food, and it's really important for you to eat the right food so you can get the energy to burn fat. So it's like you almost need food to lose weight, basically. So don't get into starving. And also another issue with not eating long hours, I found that I was binge eating at times. Sometimes I would eat really late. Sometimes I would choose to eat like sugar just to put something in my mouth. So having this like no plan with my food hasn't been good. And I know for a lot of people who are busy, you can find yourself in that position. But what I'll tell you, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. One of the things I really need to work on right now is my snacking. I honestly feel like, like kids, how they have like snack stomach and then they have real food stomach, and the snack stomach, they can eat biscuits from now to tomorrow. But if you ask them to eat real food, they are full after like the first couple of bites. Yeah, that's me right now. So snacking has been one of those things. So what I've done is I've started replacing my snacks with more healthier options. I mean, they're not the best, but I think they're healthier. So that's one of the things I want to investigate. I want to look into eating a little bit better when it comes to snacking, or reducing it, or not snacking at all. Because most times you'll find that when you're snacking, you just feel like eating. It's not that you're actually hungry. So one of the things I found, because I model for Body Politics, my clothing line, all the time, I found that working out has actually really helped me with my modeling. I found that I'm able to like hold these like more complicated or difficult positions for a little bit longer, and I'm more comfortable doing so. And I know that has a lot to do with the strength training that I've done, because most times to keep your leg or to keep your stomach like this or to keep this shape, it requires you to actually suck in your stomach to hold it. Most times your thighs are burning. So I can see the benefit that working out is helping me with in my everyday life, and it's super duper encouraging. Another thing that I will say that I've noticed about myself is I think I still have quite a bit of body dysmorphia. So what is body dysmorphia? Body dysmorphia is when you actually see yourself as different from what your actual size is. So you might think you are fat when you're actually very thin, or you might think you're thin when you're actually very fat. It actually happens in that way. I know it sounds crazy. Well, for me, I find that as I keep on losing weight, though I see significant changes from my maybe original heavier weight, oftentimes I see myself a lot bigger than I am. And I'm really quick to call myself fat or look at myself as fat, because I see one thing in the mirror with my own eyes. I see another thing on camera, and then sometimes I see another thing in pictures. So this kind of, social media content thing that I'm doing, as well as me not really seeing myself properly, is also a challenge. And it's something that I'm praying about, honestly. It's something that God, I know, wants me to work on, because he wants me to see myself the way that he sees me. So please note that if you're looking in the mirror and you are seeing something bigger or smaller than you actually are, please note you might have body dysmorphia. I'm not saying swear for yourself. I'm just saying identify it and start to work on it. So one of the things that I do is that I make sure that I always do photo shoots. I also make sure that I eat before my photo shoots, because believe it or not, I used to starve myself thinking that I would look a little bit thinner in the pictures. And I'm not saying that sometimes you wouldn't be able to have a flatter stomach or suck your stomach in more, but it doesn't make that much of a difference. So that is something that I've noted about myself, and I'm working on being proud of myself. I'm working on wearing tops that are open and not saying, oh, my arms look fat in that, or I look big. No, be happy and understand where I'm at, accept it for what it is, and keep it moving. And that's just where I'm at right now. As you know, I have not been on the scale since I started my journey. I haven't been on the scale for a while, and it's time for me to get on the scale again. And to be honest, last time when Damola wanted to weigh me, I was very, very anxious. And she said that she doesn't want me to be anxious. She doesn't want me to have that relationship. So that's one of the things I love about Ask Dams. They're really big on you doing things in your own time, but they're also making you understand you shouldn't. She's waiting for me to get to a point where I don't feel a kind of way. I don't feel nervous about what the scale says. I'm more of a place of acceptance, because part of your weight loss journey is you do need to know where you're at, but we just don't want you to get obsessed with being on the scale or let the scale, direct you. There was a time I was getting on the scale every day, and honestly, it just makes you, Okay guys, so thank you. You're still following me on my weight loss journey. And here are some things I want you to focus on this week. Number one, don't be afraid of the scale. Do not be afraid of the scale. The scale is just a measuring guide to let you know where you're at. It does not determine who you are or how good you are or what type of person you are. It's just for you to know, okay, this is where I'm at. This is where I need to be. It's just a guide. So don't be afraid of the scale. Number two, please, you guys, get help. And what I mean by get help, if you're having issues with your friends, if you're having issues with work, if you're having issues with your children, your spouse, get help. Find someone to talk to. Find someone who can help you. Find Instagram videos. Find something that you can relate to. The reason I'm saying this is because your emotions are closely connected to your weight loss journey. It's closely connected to how you see yourself. The third thing, don't be afraid to rework your diet plan. So as you've seen in previous weeks, I've had to keep moving things around, rejigging recipes, and now I've gone from eating twice a day or even once a day, OMAD unintentionally, because I feel like I'm maybe a natural OMADer, who knows, to now trying to eat 3 times a day. Why am I doing this? Because you change your mind, your body changes, your mood changes. So it's good to test yourself out and to kind of have a plan. So I want to have a plan now for the time I am hungry, for the days I want to eat 3 times a day. I want to be able to level out and scale out everything that I need to do. So don't be afraid to rework your food plan. So if you've liked this week's episode, I want to first of all thank you for watching, for joining, for participating, because that just shows that you love yourself and you want to improve your body, your mind, and your soul to the glory of God. So if you've liked this episode, please like, subscribe, comment. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at lifeofrona01, and I will be posting another workout of the week. I want you to do this at least 3 times, and I want you to see the transformation in your body. You guys, trust me, this is so much fun. Take care and God bless. Stop! Before you go, hold on. Let's find out what's happening in the next episode. So you guys, the unexpected happened. I had the opportunity to travel because it was a free trip, okay? Precious! Are you fucking kidding me right now? After all the shout I've shouted on you about this, you started. From now on, what's the query? What are the query for noisemakers? 1,000 naira. Yeah, for everybody. That's why you think about yourself as you're saying that. Your phone rings. Oh, if my own phone rings, no. You see, because I run this, I'll just debit what the business already owes me. So we're good, yeah? If my phone rings, because you just tried it. Okay.